Maya's scream echoed across the endless dunes as her grandparents' old pickup truck sped away, leaving her alone in the Nevada desert under a merciless sun that pushed temperatures to 115 degrees. No water, no phone, just the fading dust cloud and the realization that her own flesh and blood had abandoned her for loving Melanie. Her knees buckled into the scorching sand, the heat already searing her skin, but the deeper burn was the betrayal. How could the people who raised her after her parents' death do this? She clawed at the ground, her mind racing back to the confrontation just hours earlier in their modest Las Vegas home. Grandma Evelyn had found the letters, those handwritten notes from Melanie tucked away in Maya's drawer, professing love that went beyond friendship. "This is sin, Maya. We're saving your soul," Grandpa Harold had bellowed, his face twisted in righteous fury, dragging her into the truck without a word to anyone else. Now as the sun hammered down, Maya whispered to herself, "They think this will break me, but it might just kill me first." Her throat was already dry, her thoughts a whirlwind of anger and despair. Why hadn't she fought harder, hidden better? The desert stretched infinitely, mocking her isolation, but inside a spark ignited. Survival wasn't just about enduring the heat. It was about proving them wrong. Stumbling forward, Maya's feet blistered on the hot sand, each step a battle against the dizziness creeping in. She thought of Melanie, back in the city, probably wondering why Maya hadn't shown up for their secret meeting at the coffee shop. "What if she thinks I ghosted her?" Maya muttered, the fear of losing her love fueling her more than any water could. The grandparents' words replayed in her head. "God doesn't make mistakes, but you chose this path. We'll pray for you." Pray? They left her to die. The moral weight crushed her. Were they monsters? Or was she the one defying some divine order? No, she shook her head, rejecting the doubt they planted. She had to keep moving toward what she hoped was a highway, her inner voice screaming, "You deserve to live, to love without their chains." Hours blurred into agony as dehydration set in, her vision spotting with black edges. Maya collapsed behind a rock outcrop, shading herself as best she could, her mind delving into the fractured memories of her upbringing. Raised in a strict evangelical household after her parents' car accident when she was 10, she had always felt different. But Melanie had awakened something real, something worth fighting for. Their first kiss in the park last summer had been a revelation, a quiet rebellion against the sermons that condemned such love. "If this is wrong, why does it feel like home?" she pondered, tears evaporating before they could fall. But now the physical torment mirrored her emotional one. The grandparents' act wasn't just abandonment. It was a declaration of war on her identity. She vowed in that delirious haze, "If I get out, I'll make them pay, not with violence but with the truth they fear." As night fell, the temperature plummeted, and Maya shivered uncontrollably, hugging her knees. The stars above seemed indifferent to her plight, but her thoughts turned to the societal shadows that enabled this horror. In America, where freedom was preached, how many like her suffered in silence because of outdated prejudices? She recalled the whispers at church, the judgmental stares when she cut her hair short. "They think they're protecting family values, but they're destroying families," she thought bitterly. Melanie's face haunted her, strong, kind Melanie, who had her own battles with a conservative family. What if Melanie's parents found out? The chain of potential betrayals loomed, but Maya pushed it aside, focusing on survival. She scavenged for any moisture, licking dew from rocks at dawn, her resolve hardening. This wasn't the end, it was the beginning of her fight back. By morning, weakness threatened to claim her, but a distant rumble, a truck, spurred her on. Crawling now, she reflected on the moral quandary. Forgiveness or retribution? Her grandparents believed they were right, guided by faith, but at what cost? "Their love is conditional, mine isn't," she affirmed inwardly. Spotting a road, she waved desperately, collapsing as a passerby stopped. Rescued, hydrated in a hospital bed later, Maya stared at the ceiling, the shock wearing off into cold determination. The police were involved now, but the real confrontation awaited at home. "They tried to erase me, but I'm still here," she thought, the seeds of a deeper conflict sown. The hospital room buzzed with activity, nurses checking her vitals while detectives took statements. Maya recounted the ordeal mechanically, but inside turmoil raged. Should she press charges, expose the family shame? Melanie burst in, tears streaming, hugging her fiercely. I thought I'd lost you, Melanie whispered, her voice breaking. Maya's heart swelled but guilt gnawed. Her secret had endangered them both. We have to be careful, Maya said, but Melanie shook her head. No more hiding. This ends now. Their hands intertwined, a silent pact amid the chaos. Back home the grandparents awaited, their faces pale with feigned concern. We were trying to help, Evelyn pleaded, but Maya's eyes hardened. Help? You left me to die. The room tensed, the air thick with unspoken accusations. Harold shifted uncomfortably, muttering about scripture, but Maya cut him off. Your God might judge me, but the law will judge you. The fallout rippled through their tight-knit community. Whispers turned to outright debates at church. Was this tough love or abuse? Maya grappled with her role in it all. Had her defiance provoked this extreme? Maybe if I pretended longer, she wondered, but no, authenticity was her only path. Melanie supported her, but tensions arose. What if my family does the same? Melanie confided one night, fear etching her features. Maya pulled her close, whispering assurances, yet doubt lingered. The decision loomed. Forgive for family unity or pursue justice, risking total fracture? As lawyers got involved, Maya lay awake, the desert's echo in her mind. Survival came at a price, and now so would truth. The courtroom loomed like a battlefield. Maya's heart pounding as she faced her grandparents across the aisle. Evelyn's eyes brimmed with tears, Harold's jaw set in defiance, but Maya felt no pity, only the raw wound of their betrayal festering. How could you claim to love me and do this? She thought, her testimony spilling out in measured words, detailing the abandonment that nearly killed her. The judge's gavel echoed her inner chaos, charges of endangerment hanging in the balance. Outside, protesters gathered, some waving rainbow flags in solidarity, others holding signs decrying family interference. Maya absorbed it all, the societal divide mirroring her fractured soul. Am I the villain for exposing them? She questioned herself, the weight of public scrutiny pressing down. Melanie sat beside her, a steady presence, but even she whispered doubts. This might destroy us all. Maya's response was firm. They started it, I have to finish. Yet, in quiet moments, regret crept in. Had her coming out been too abrupt, too defiant? The letters to Melanie, those innocent expressions of love, now evidence in a trial that tore at the family's core. As witnesses testified, layers peeled back. A neighbor recounted overhearing the grandparents' heated prayers, begging God to cure Maya. They thought the desert would scare her straight, the prosecutor argued, painting them as zealots. Defense countered with tales of their devotion post-parents' death, framing the act as desperate love. Maya listened, torn. They raised me, but at what cost to my truth? Inner conflict raged. Forgiveness tempted. A way to heal, but justice demanded accountability. Melanie urged caution. Think about the long term. We need allies, not enemies. But Maya's fire burned. Allies who abandon? No. The moral tightrope stretched thin. Was punishing them right, or did it make her as vengeful as they were fearful? Nights blurred into strategy sessions with lawyers, Melanie by her side, their bond tested under pressure. I love you, but this fight, it's changing you. Melanie admitted one evening, her voice laced with worry. Maya paused, reflecting. Is she right? Am I losing myself in revenge? The admission stung, revealing cracks in their relationship. Yet, it fueled deeper introspection. Society's prejudices had forced this secrecy, this pain. If we were straight, none of this happens, Maya thought bitterly. Flashbacks to stolen moments with Melanie. Laughter in hidden cafes, whispers under stars. Now exposed, those joys tainted by judgment. The trial became a proxy war for acceptance, but personal costs mounted. A pivotal moment came when Evelyn took the stand, sobbing apologies. We were scared for your soul, Maya. We thought God wanted us to intervene. The words hit like daggers. Maya clenched her fists, inner voice screaming. Your fear almost killed me. Harold followed, unrepentant. The Bible is clear. Gasps rippled through the court, polarizing opinions. Maya met their gazes, a storm within. Do I hate them or the beliefs that twisted them? The ethical dilemma sharpened. Condemn individuals or the system enabling them? Melanie squeezed her hand, a reminder of what's at stake. Their future together. Post-hearing, media frenzy erupted. Interviews pulled Maya into the spotlight, her story viral, sparking national debates on LGBTQ rights versus religious freedom. Hero or homewrecker? Headlines screamed. She scrolled through comments, the vitriol cutting deep. Ungrateful sinner. Support too. Stand strong. The duality exhausted her, questioning her path. Was survival worth this circus? But backing down meant validating their act. Melanie faced her own fallout. Her parents, learning via news, demanded distance. Choose us or her, they texted. Melanie's tears flowed. I can't lose you but family. Maya held her, guilt surging. My fight is hurting her. The betrayal echoed now from afar. In therapy sessions mandated by the court, Maya unpacked layers. They saw me as broken, she confessed, the psychologist nodding. Inner monologues intensified. But I'm not. Loving Melanie makes me whole. Yet doubt persisted. Had her grandparents' love been genuine, warped by doctrine? Reconciliation tempted. A letter drafted but unsent. Forgive to move on? No, not yet. The case dragged. Tensions escalating at home visits under supervision. Awkward dinners, silent accusations. Harold's health faltered, a heart scare. Evelyn blamed stress from the trial. Maya wavered. Am I responsible? The moral quagmire deepened. Justice's price included collateral damage. As verdict day neared, Maya confronted Melanie about the strain. If this breaks us, what was it for? Melanie's eyes softened. For us to live freely. Their embrace reaffirmed commitment, but shadows lingered. Society's gaze amplified every move, turning personal pain public. We're symbols now, not just people, Maya thought wearily. The high of survival faded into the grind of consequences. Each decision a potential misstep. In bed that night, Maya pondered the chain. Abandonment led to trial, trial to division. Where does it end? The answer eluded, but resolve held. Face it head-on, pay the price for authenticity. The gavel struck. Guilty verdicts on lesser charges, community service, probation, no jail. Maya's victory felt hollow as Evelyn collapsed in sobs, Harold stone-faced. Justice served, but at what fracture? She wondered, the courtroom emptying like her drained spirit. Outside, flashbulbs blinded, reporters shouting questions. Do you forgive them, Maya? One pierced through. She paused, inner turmoil boiling. Forgive? They stole my trust. Melanie pulled her away, whispering, we did what we had to. But doubts assailed. Had the trial healed or hardened wounds? Back home, the house felt like a prison, grandparents under house arrest, essentially, their eyes accusing. You destroyed us, Evelyn whispered during a forced family meeting. Maya's retort. You tried to destroy me first. The air crackled with unresolved rage, moral lines blurred. Who was the true victim? Community backlash intensified. Church friends shunned the family, labeling Maya a troublemaker. She's tearing apart good people, one posted online. The comments stung, fueling self-doubt. Am I selfish for fighting back? Melanie's support wavered under her own pressures. Job interviews soured by association. They Googled me, saw the story, she confided, frustration evident. Maya hugged her, guilt twisting. My choices are costing you. Their relationship, once a sanctuary, now a battleground. We need space, Melanie suggested one night, the words a gut punch. Maya nodded, tears silent. Is this the price of my truth? Isolation deepened as Maya navigated therapy alone. Sessions unearthed buried traumas, the parents' death, grandparents' rigid upbringing. They molded me in their image, but I broke free, she reflected. Yet empathy crept in. They lost children too. Fear drove them. The ethical debate raged inwardly. Was understanding betrayal a step to healing, or weakness? A surprise visit from a cousin, supportive yet cautionary. Grandma's depressed, talking suicide. The revelation shook Maya. My justice pushing her to the edge? Moral responsibility weighed heavy. Had she gone too far? Reconnection attempts faltered. A mediated session exploded when Harold defended his actions. Society's gone soft on sin. Maya's fury erupted. Sin? Loving Melanie is my light. Evelyn intervened, pleading unity, but fractures ran deep. Post-meeting, Maya confided in Melanie over phone. They're unrepentant. Melanie's voice cracked. And you're unforgiving. Where does that leave us? The rift widened, Maya's heart aching. She's pulling away because of me. Betrayal's echo resounded. Not just from family, but potential loss of love. Sacrifice everything for principles? She questioned, sleepless nights amplifying fears. Societal pressures mounted via activism groups courting Maya. Speak at our rally, they urged. She agreed, platforming her story, but backlash followed, threats online, doxing. Freak, messages read. Paranoia set in. Is freedom worth this danger? Melanie worried. You're exposing us more. Their argument escalated. You started this fire. Now control it. Maya shot back. Hurt lingered, inner voice whispering. She's right. My decisions affect her. The moral crossroads. Personal gain versus shared well-being. A turning point came via an anonymous letter from Evelyn. I see your pain now. Forgive me. Maya stared, emotions clashing, pity, anger, hope. One letter erases abandonment? Yet it sparked dialogue. A private meeting tense. We were wrong but scared, Evelyn admitted. Harold absent, stubborn. Maya softened slightly. Scared doesn't justify attempted murder. Tears flowed, a crack in the wall. But trust? Shattered. This is progress or manipulation? Maya pondered, weighing options. Melanie encouraged. Try foreclosure. Their bond mended tentatively. A kiss sealing renewed commitment. We weather this together, Melanie vowed. Yet ripples continued. Maya's job suffered. Co-workers whispered, promotions stalled. Branded the lesbian crusader, she thought bitterly. Society's acceptance proved superficial. Prejudices lurked. Inner strength faltered. Worth the isolation? Food for thought during solitary walks. A food bank volunteer gig offered solace, connecting with others' stories, similar abandonments, heartbreaks. I'm not alone, realization dawned, fueling resilience. But home tensions simmered. Harold's silence a looming threat. He'll never change, Maya accepted, focusing on self-growth. As months passed, subtle shifts. Evelyn attended a PFL meeting secretly, confiding later. Learning about your world. Maya's surprise mixed with caution. Too late. The journey toward understanding began, but scars remained. Melanie's family thawed slightly, inviting cautious dinners. Progress at a price, Maya reflected. The cumulative toll, emotional exhaustion, relational strains, questioned every choice. Was survival the easy part? The desert's lesson endured. Actions have consequences, and healing demands sacrifice. Evelyn's tentative outreach blossomed into weekly coffees. Awkward at first, laden with unspoken regrets. I read books on it now, she shared, voice trembling. Maya listened, inner skepticism warring with hope. Is this genuine or court-ordered facade? The moral dance continued. Extend grace or guard her heart. Harold remained a wall. His presence at home a silent accusation. He prays for your redemption, Evelyn confided. Maya's anger flared. Redemption from what? Happiness. Confrontation brewed, exploding one dinner. You nearly killed me for your beliefs, Harold's retort. And you'd destroy us for yours. The room fell silent, family bonds fraying further. Maya stormed out, thoughts racing. Irreconcilable? Then what? Melanie awaited at their apartment, concern etched. Don't let him win by breaking you. Their embrace grounded her, but strains persisted. Melanie's patience thinning. I signed up for love, not endless drama, she admitted. Maya nodded, guilt surging. My past haunts our present. Professional repercussions hit harder. Maya's promotion denied, cited distractions. Discrimination masked as policy, she fumed inwardly. Lawsuit tempted, but energy waned. Another fight? Activism pulled stronger. A TEDx invite to share her story. On stage, vulnerability poured. Abandonment didn't break me. It revealed society's cracks. Applause thundered, but backlash followed. Hate mail, protests at events. Hero to some, threat to others, she reflected. Melanie supported from afar, her own career stabilizing, but distance grew emotional. We're drifting, Maya realized during a lonely night. The price of visibility. Personal intimacy sacrificed? A betrayal blindsided when a friend leaked private texts to tabloids, twisting Maya's words into anti-family rhetoric. Headlines screamed, Lesbian victim turns vengeful. Pain stab deep. Who can I trust? Paranoia escalated, straining relationships. Melanie confronted. This fame is changing you. Argument ensued. Fame? It's survival. Hurt words exchanged, a temporary split proposed. Maya agreed tearfully. Space to breathe. Alone, introspection dominated. Did my choices push her away? Moral inventory. Advocacy's gains versus love's losses. Worth it? The question haunted. Reconciliation with Evelyn progressed. Joint therapy sessions unearthed mutual pains. We lost our daughter. Feared losing you too. Evelyn revealed about Maya's mother. Empathy bloomed. Your grief fueled fear. Maya shared her losses. The desert's terror, identity's battle. Tears bridged gaps, but Harold's absence loomed. He needs time, Evelyn pleaded. Maya wavered. Time heals or entrenches? Societal echoes amplified. Bills proposing anti-LGBTQ laws, reminding her fight's necessity. Personal healing amid broader war, she thought. Melanie's return came via a heartfelt letter. I miss us. Let's rebuild. Reunion ignited sparks, but caution prevailed. No more secrets, they vowed. Dates resumed, tentative joy amid shadows. Yet a family crisis tested. Harold stroke hospital-bound. Maya visited reluctantly, his weak grip surprising. Sorry, he whispered faintly. Shock rippled. Genuine remorse? Inner conflict peaked. Was this the turning point, or deathbed ploy? Evelyn urged unity. For the family. Maya grappled. Family that betrayed? Decision loomed. Embrace or estrange? Post-recovery, Harold's change manifested slowly. Attending a support group, awkward questions. Why did God make you this way? He asked one day. Maya's patient response. Maybe to teach you love's unconditional. Progress fraught with backslides. Society mirrored. Allies gained but prejudices persisted. Maya's story inspired a documentary, amplifying voices, but personal tolls mounted. Therapy for PTSD from the desert. Scars run deep, she confided to Melanie. Their bond strengthened through trials, intimacy rediscovered sans drama's grip. We paid dearly, Melanie noted. Maya agreed. But we're freer. As normalcy crept in, reflections deepened. The abandonments ripple. From near-death to advocacy, family fractures to tentative mends. Every choice a double-edged sword, Maya pondered. Moral ambiguities lingered. Who defines right in clashing worlds? A community event united them awkwardly. Grandparents attending Pride-adjacent, small steps. Hope amid hurt, she thought. Yet, vigilance remained. Society's acceptance fragile. With Melanie, future plans whispered marriage perhaps. Despite the costs, Maya affirmed inwardly. The journey's essence. Resilience forged in fire. Prices paid for authenticity's prize. Harold's tentative acceptance marked a fragile truce. Family dinners less tense, conversations skirting edges. Past the salt, he grumbled, but eyes held less judgment. Maya observed warily. Change or charade? Inner vigilance persisted, trust earned slowly. Melanie's proposal came unexpectedly. Ring in a park picnic, their first kiss spot. Marry me through all this, she said, eyes shining. Maya's yes burst forth, joy-piercing scars. But planning unearthed hurdles. Family invites? Include them, Melanie asked. Maya hesitated. They've come far, but... Moral weighing. Inclusion as olive branch, or risk reopened wounds? Evelyn's enthusiasm surprised. I'd be honored. Harold nodded gruffly. The wedding loomed as test. Unity or unraveling? Preparations amplified societal stares. Venue bookings faced subtle biases. We're booked, some lied. Frustration mounted. Progress? Illusion. Maya's advocacy intensified, speaking at forums, channeling pain into purpose. My story isn't unique. Change demands voices, she thought. But burnout threatened. At what personal cost? Melanie grounded. We're in this. Their love, battle-tested, shone brighter. Yet, pre-wedding jitters stirred doubts. Deserve happiness after chaos? A pre-wedding family gathering exploded old tensions. A relative snide remark. Still think it's a phase? Harold defended. Enough. She's family. Shock silenced the room. Maya's gratitude mixed with suspicion. True ally now? Evelyn beamed, but inner monologues raged. Forgiveness complete? The event passed. Bonds tentatively strengthened. Society's mirror. Friends shared similar tales, reinforcing fight's worth. We pay prices others can't imagine, Maya reflected. Wedding day dawned, vows exchanged under open skies. Guests a mix of old and new worlds. I choose you, flaws and fights included, Melanie whispered. Maya's heart swelled. Through deserts, literal and emotional. Reception buzz, toasts emotional Evelyn's. We were wrong, proud now. Tears flowed, healing's taste bittersweet. Harold's quiet nod affirmed change. But Maya's mind wandered. Prices paid, trust shattered, relationships strained, self-doubted. Worth it? Affirmative, mostly. Post-honeymoon, life settled into rhythms. Jobs stabilized, advocacy ongoing. A pregnancy announcement via surrogate sparked joy, but family reactions tested. A child in this? Harold questioned mildly. Maya's firm. Our family, our way. Education continued, prejudices chipped away. Inner peace grew. From abandonment to this, resilience's reward. Yet shadows lingered. News of similar cases reminded vigilance. Society evolves slowly, she pondered. Years blurred, the child Ella growing amid love. Grandparents doted. Past sins fading but not forgotten. Maya watched, reflective. They chose change, I chose forgiveness. Moral complexities resolved somewhat, but debates endured. At a quiet dinner, Ella's innocent question. Why did they leave you in the desert? Maya paused, story shared age-appropriately. Fear but love won. Inner satisfaction. Cycle broken. The journey's arc, from shock to awakening, cemented lessons. Actions, consequences, choices, costs, love's endurance. Maya and Melanie, side by side, embodied triumph over adversity. Yet questions remained. In a world of clashing values, who pays more?